Yo, dog. So I was having issues with my Big One Rainbow 2 SE where I don't know if you can hear this or not, but this is the right stick clicking. This is the left stick. It still works, but there's like accidental clicks, and it's really not usable or like consistent or reliable to use. So no stick drift, but that happening is just as bad as having stick drift. So I went ahead and ordered this. I originally didn't want to go with the same company because I was also having other issues like unintended inputs and things like that. So, yeah, but the reviews and all the features and from what I've seen look like pretty good improvements on this controller, and praise from every single video or review that I've seen of it, which I kind of expected out of this. The packaging on this also is much more like presentable, something I could see being in a store hanging on a shelf. Whereas if you saw this hanging on in a store, it looks like one of the very cheap, like the packaging just looks like a very cheap controller. This is, I'm assuming this is a sleeve, and it's just a plain box underneath, and it is. But I could definitely see this in a store, packaging wise. As far as the controller itself and everything goes, I don't know, because I don't know that major retailers sell controllers that only work on PC. This may work on Switch as well. Actually, I think all of these are Switch and PC at the least. And then there's adapters you can buy to use them on Xbox and maybe PlayStation. I'm not really sure. Just leave that there. Doesn't really matter. So the unboxing and presentation so far, much better. Not that it, like, in the grand scheme of things, what's in the box and everything that works is better, but this is just I don't know. Feels like you're getting a cheap controller with this, which I paid like $40 for the Rainbow 2 SE. Around that, it was like 55 or a little over 50. I can't really remember, and there was a discount code. This was 79, and there was 20% off. So with tax and everything, it was like $68. So this is, I think, just telling you to support and send you to their website. Then a guide to start to get you started. There's your wireless adapter. Here's the controller itself, and it looks like the last thing in the box is additional length sticks. I'm glad they went with gray, like a more dark color than the previously used green, because my controller looks clean, but I promise you I cleaned it right before I started filming this. I really wish you got domed sticks. Maybe you can buy domed sticks, and there's probably someone on Etsy or somewhere that makes them. Go ahead and set that out of the way. Oh wow, it's a nice feeling braided cable. It's got their logo on it, which I think they're changing their name from Big One to like Mojon, Mohjon. But didn't really see that on their website or anywhere, which not really sure exactly what that's about. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so oh wow. So these are mechanical switches. You can't, you don't want to use this for like a racing games because you're going to have one speed, which is full speed. Mechanical. Oh man. Okay. Quality of the controller, just the feel in the hand, it feels way better. Not exactly sure how to explain that. But these are like, I think these are membrane. These are Hall triggers, so they have trigger stops and they're adjustable on the back. You can see this isn't like I got something on it. It's like stained somehow from just sitting, I guess. I don't know. This is mechanical, I think. Feels the same. Mechanical. I can kind of see what people were saying about these buttons being hard to hit, but with how used to it I am, it shouldn't be a problem for me. Because that's, you know, your hands kind of rest like that. The back button placement is different. I will say that. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it. These feel like they're more like out and easier to hit, but it's probably a getting used to it thing. That's nice. That's for a dock for charging, wireless charging. Let's see if the sticks feel like no noticeable difference. The build quality and overall feeling of the controller feels so much better, so much more solid. One of the more minor complaints I have with this controller is it just feels like it just feels sharp, like the angle here on your fingers resting, it's like a sharp feeling. The grip on the back's not bad, but it's not anything special. I don't really know what to compare it to, but this actually feels more, not like drastically better, but it does feel better. It feels more like a rubber grip. Obviously, the gray is probably going to age and last better than this green that you can see. This is like, it is stained. Let me see well, I can just grab one of these and show you. It's not drastic, but that's what it's supposed to look like. This controller also came with the additional thumbsticks, additional D-pad. D-pad was quite a problem to get off. Looks like it has the same buttons down here. This is like, you press this and press any button for rapid fire. This cycles through your different like save profiles. Don't exactly remember what those do. Might be one of them's for mapping, I think, and I don't remember what the other one was for. But there is so the back here, it is a little sharp. I do wish it was just completely rounded, but it's not. It feels like it's not going to dig into my hands like this did, or not really dig in, but like when you're resting your hands on the controller for a long period of time, it just didn't feel great. But yeah, I took this apart to try to see if this was fixable, and there's just nothing I can do. And when I pull up on it, I don't know if that sound picks up, but you can hear like, that's what it kind of should sound like for clicking the stick. Whereas when I pull up on this one, it doesn't do that. So I don't know what's happened. I haven't dropped or thrown the controller. I have done a lot of tack sprinting, and every game you play has to have some kind of advanced movement to keep everyone engaged, apparently. So, yeah, but just first initial impressions without even plugging in or using the controller at all is it feels exceptionally better. I could definitely see, something like this being sold in the store would make much more sense than something like this. This almost looks like a toy, and while this still has the same like design basically, it just looks, I don't know, it just looks better. Just that simple change. And this is the TMR version. There is the one that uses I believe it's the same sticks as this, ALPS, and it's only $5 cheaper, so I don't know if there's a real reason to go with that over this version for that small amount of a difference. But then again, I've used a Hall Effect controller. I have not used TMR, so post an update once I get actually some time with this controller. But I just figured I would do a quick unboxing and a small comparison to this controller, since I have been looking forward to this, and I've only been familiar with the TMR technology for not very long, and I had no reason to upgrade from this controller based on aim and everything, and the comfort and all that was good enough. And once the software bugs stopped, whatever they were, the this happening is just driving me up the wall because I had to turn the dead zone sensitivity way up, which doesn't really affect with the left stick for movement. But if I didn't do that, it was like any movement at all, I would start auto sprinting in Fortnite, or I would have tack sprint in Call of Duty activating nonstop. Any game that used a left stick click for anything, it would just randomly proc. So that was very frustrating, but I made it usable for the few days that it took for this to get here. So looking forward to using this, and I did see in some testing that the wireless on this is only very, very slightly, I think it's a couple milliseconds difference of using it wired, might even be 1 millisecond. So using this wireless with the dongle in, not in Bluetooth, just with the 2.4 gigahertz wireless, it is definitely an option now for competitive games. So yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.